I'm wearing this giant ass hat today because I need a haircut really bad. And I've been cutting it myself and it looks really bad. Rocking with this, but honestly it's kind of a vibe. I'm gonna make some breakfast. And we have so much to talk about. All that crazy about the fact that you can see how disgusting my kitchen is. Oh, this is my crusty kitchen. This morning I'm going to be making a breakfast sandwich of the sorts, and also gonna be doomsday prepping today. Really exciting day. We have so much to talk about and so much to freak out about. A couple of these into the air fryer. It's currently like noon and it looks like sunset outside because of the Los Angeles fires right now. Up in Eaton Canyon, so my whole entire hometown is engulfed in flames right now, and I spent most of the day crying about it yesterday, and I'm trying to distract myself today, but I also am preparing for the worst case scenario. So I already have a disaster kit for many reasons, one being that I have 2 cats, and so because of that I like want to have everything ready to go just in case, because there's also a lot of things in my home that are irreplaceable because they're very rare and vintage, and I know that that's not what's important, but if I want to have any chance of getting any of those things out along with my cat. Without further ado, I do need to feed myself so that I don't spiral again like I did yesterday. So now this is a double cat carrier, so I can have my 2 big fat boys in here. I worry about my pet's safety a lot more than my own. My area where I live in Los Angeles is safe from the fires so far. I'm so going to show you guys how much of a doomsday prepper I've become, but there's something about motherhood. My cats. There's something about motherhood that changes you. And prep started off with a giant jug of water, this really gnarly light. Wow! I actually use this for outdoor rock climbing, but I've got a handy dandy flashlight and some extra batteries. I've got a notebook and a drawing pad. So far I think we're pretty good. I think we're pretty good with like very bare minimum emergency things. Now for my cat's emergency bag, about 2 weeks worth of food for both of my boys. Rigatoni's special diet food. And here is worth of dry food for Piglet because he's just a normal regular boy. So I have extras of their medication. See if I can get it all on my body in one go, so that I can sleep well at night. I feel like personally, as a mother of 2 cats, that 60 seconds, 59 of those seconds are probably going to be used of me trying to get my cats into their carrier to sleep at night. I have to know that I can do that in 59 seconds. I am not going to put my cats through the trauma right now of putting them both in a carrier. So let's just imagine my cat's food and my emergency things as well. Okay, we're good. Hands are still free. My boys will be in this carrier thing. This is my birth certificate, my passport. I'm realizing right now in this moment how crazy I sound. Circa around May, I started seeing this one guy, and it was going really well and I really liked him. And he was the kind of guy where he was like, I just want to prove to you that I'm not like other guys, I'm not like other musicians, you know, all of the good things that I wanted to hear. So I've been trying to do better about not oversharing too much on the internet. But I swear this stuff like needs warning, okay? I feel like I'm going through personal hell as a warning for all of you to not go through a personal hell and date musicians. Piglet. This is the cat that me and my ex adopted to try and save our relationship. Did it work? Absolutely not. Do you see me living on my own now? Yeah, so clearly it's trash day. I went to go see his show when he came to LA for tour, and there was this other girl there who's also an influencer. She could really have whoever she wants. She's so fucking beautiful. But I've seen her at a lot of influencer events, so I was like, you know what? Maybe I could be friends with this girl. And I'm in the crowd dancing, having so much fun, and I drop it low. And you know what I do? I rip my fucking pants. I rip them clean. It was actually kind of hilarious and not so much embarrassing, even though my cheeks were out. Anyways, this girl that I had just mentioned, She's like, here girl, here's my jacket. Like, if you need to wear it, tie it around your waist, whatever. I kind of girled out a little bit. She was asking me about me and this guy. And I was like, I felt like we understood. We were on the same page. Where I kind of like, you know, I know there's plenty of fish in the sea, but like that was my fish. Like that was my fish at the time. They're packing away the van after the show, and I'm in my car sewing up my fucking pants with a needle and thread. I'm sitting there like naked, shaking in my boots essentially. Anyways, I sew up my pants and I end up pulling up to this club. It was like my personal nightmare, and so, but that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. It's like, of course, you know the bouncer, of course, you're on a special list to get in. I'm gonna call this girl Lola. So Lola puts her arms around Austin. Let's call this guy Austin for reference. Kisses him on the cheeks, both cheeks, and is like, cutie pie, little cutie pie. So with that being said, I'm like, this is not a girl's girl. Yeah, you know, they were all over each other, and you know, Austin kept kind of looking over at me, like seeing that I was noticing this. And so, you know, at that point I was just like, I don't really want to be a part of this anymore. This is not like worth my time at all, you know? But I can remove myself from this situation. As much as I wanted to like fight for it, why are we fighting for people to like us in 2025, you know? We're in kind of like an area where like, I don't know, I thought he would have at least like offered to walk me to my car, being that like it was 2:30 in the morning. So that kind of showed me a lot about his character as well. So I'm like Lana Del Rey crying on the drive home, because I'm just like, how the fuck did I get in this situation again? Like, how the fuck did I put myself in the position to get hurt like this again? My stupid ass went to his show again the next night. Talking to him, it felt like this person that like was completely different than the person that I like really started to adore. Like I wasn't cool enough, or like I wasn't hip enough or famous enough, or like whatever it is, and like that's just not something I want to be a part of. I am very cautious now. I feel like I'm like hyper vigilant now to not get hurt, and I feel like it's a little shitty because I've been seeing this new guy, and he's super lovely and sweet, and he cooked me like the most delicious meal last night, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is what it should feel like, blah blah blah. But I keep crashing out. Like I keep fucking crashing out. Like the other night I wanted to start crying because I got so fucking scared that he was gonna hurt me too, and I just had to take a second and be like, I have to go home and cry this out, and I'm not ready to talk about it. And it felt like I was turning into the toxic person, but like, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. But yeah, so it's just been a fucking journey, and I feel like if I showed you these guys that hurt me, you'd be like, ain't no way. But yeah, it's true. But no one talks about how hard and shitty it is to date a guy and try to get over them when they are literally public figures in a way, like saying the nicest, sweetest things about these guys, but they don't really know them. I really want to date women this year, but you know, when you like someone, and this guy's been going to the airport with me like multiple times a week to watch planes take off, because you guys know I love planes. I feel like the Bob Dylan movie also fucked me up really bad, because I felt like I've been there, I've been in those shoes, like Daisy Jones and the Six, like oh my god. And that's like why me and my long-term ex-boyfriend of 5 years broke up, was because of a Daisy Jones and the Six situation. And so seeing those shows and movies remind me why I want to keep my fucking feet on the ground, you know? There's so much more to be said about so many things, but I have really big dreams and goals, and it's really hard to not like compare yourself to other people in this industry. So with that being said, thanks for watching. This was a very like day 2 of my period type video, because I'm like so emotional and I'm talking about all these like really negative things, but there is a lot of really exciting and good things happening in my life. It's just more so of like how to focus on those things when you kind of feel like everything around you is sort of caving in. without further ado, I will see you next time. If you guys could please let me know what kind of videos that you want to see, I will absolutely make them. I've been really enjoying this like form of content a whole lot slower, and it feels like I can share more, and it just kind of feels like a safer place. Have a lovely rest of your week, and toodaloo!